What's up, guys? So I played the My Little Pony mobile game, and during a quest that involves the future main six and other future ponies, I noticed something quite interesting about their descriptions. Let's dive in. Okay, so in the season finale of My Little Pony, we got a lot of insight into what the future holds for the main six and other ponies, but we didn't exactly get everything. During the end song of the season finale, we can see Pinkie Pie and what is most likely Cheese Sandwich's daughter with pumpkin cake and pound cake, and her with Cheese Sandwich hugging on an enlarged gummy. And then we can also see that Rainbow Dash is most likely the new captain of the Wonderbolts. And then with the School of Friendship, we see that Sunburst and Starlight are most likely in charge of it now, and then Trixie, Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle now teach there. And we can also see that they now have Kieran's, and as they go out to the courtyard, we can see the Young Six, or part of them, with Ocellus and Smolder hanging out there and probably teaching some classes as well. And then at Sweet Apple Acres, we see Big Macintosh and Sugar Belle with what is most likely their son. And at Rarity's Boutique, we see Yona, who is probably helping out, along with Sandbar. And then at Fluttershy's Sanctuary, we see the animals jumping back and forth between what looks to be Discord's realm, where his house was. And then we also see Discord pop out of another one of those portals and pass by. And I just gotta say, the nostalgia of this last song was amazing, and I really loved it. So let's get into a bit more analysis relating to the mobile game. Okay, so we're back in the game, and let's take a look at all the descriptions of the future ponies. So first up, we've got future Sunburst, and his description says, "It isn't ours to speculate on Sunburst's future, but we suspect it'll be full of rewarding research and starlit nights." Now, the research part isn't a surprise, because it's part of his personality and he loves researching things, but the starlit nights is the intriguing part of this description, because there's been a little bit of shipping between Sunburst and Starlight Glimmer, and they were childhood friends, and they rekindled their friendship in the show, so this could be alluding to the fact that they get together in the future. So that's pretty interesting. And then next up, we've got future Applejack, and her description says, "A booming business and a loving, loyal relationship seem likely." And this doesn't give us too much to go off of, except for the fact that she will be running Sweet Apple Acres. And for the loving, loyal relationship, I could really only think of Trunderhoof, who was interested in her, but she didn't reciprocate those feelings, and, they don't have any common interests really or anything. So if you guys have any ideas on who a romantic relationship for her could be, definitely let me know. But I think it's also totally possible that this could just be referring to a family relationship, because Applejack puts a lot of priority on family, and we see in the last song that Big Macintosh, Sugar Belle, and their son are living at Sweet Apple Acres. So this could totally be referring to just her spending time with her family, and continuing that awesome relationship that she has with them. So next up, we have future Fluttershy, and her description says, "A lifetime of caring critters and charming chaos seems likely." Sorry, it's a little delayed there, but a life of caring critters and charming chaos seems likely. So the caring critters part, again, isn't a big surprise, because that's what she's very interested in and what she got her cutie mark in. But the charming chaos part is where it gets a little interesting, and I think where some fans are getting a little excited right now, because there's been a lot of shipping between Fluttershy and Discord, and Discord is considered to be the Lord of Chaos because he has a lot of chaos magic, and so this could totally be referring to the fact that they have a romantic relationship in the future, and also because we see in the last song, in her sanctuary, there's portals between her world and Discord's chaos world, where we saw that his house was. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then with future Pinkie Pie, it says, we suspect it's dangerously cheesy. So I think this is just some evidence that the other descriptions might be valid and might, allude to some things happening in the other ponies' futures, because it's definitely confirmed in the last song that her and Cheese Sandwich get together as they're hugging on a big gummy, which is hilarious, by the way. And then we see their daughter, whose name is Little Cheese, running around there with pumpkin cake and pound cake. So that's pretty cool, and I think this is just some evidence for the fact that the others are valid too. So then we have future Rainbow Dash, and her description says, a captain's bars and a good honest life seem likely. So just as we saw her in the last song, she's probably the captain of the Wonderbolts now, and just living an awesome life, which is cool for Rainbow Dash, definitely. Then with Verity, we see it says, but creative fulfillment and a world full of new designs seems likely. So I totally think that she expanded her business even more, because we saw that she had her boutiques in Ponyville, Canterlot, and Manhattan. So I think she totally expanded that and came up with a bunch of new designs and ideas. And I think she probably became a pretty famous fashion designer in the pony world, and that's super cool for her. So then with future Starlight, it says, we suspect it'll be full of happy students and sunny days. So this kind of gives us two facts here. So happy students with the fact that she will probably be the principal or co-principal possibly with Sunburst at the School of Friendship. And then sunny days could also be alluding to a romantic relationship with Sunburst. And just like his description was alluding to that fact, hers could be too. So I think that's pretty interesting to see that both of their descriptions kind of have little hints at the other's name. So yeah, definitely something to consider. Then with future Trixie, it says, we're sure it's going to be just as great and powerful as her present. So it doesn't give us much insight on anything about her future, but we see in the end song that she's probably a teacher at the School of Friendship, which is pretty cool for her. And I love her character arc and change that she went through. So then we're going to look at one more pony, and we're going to take a look at Apple Bloom, and she is living in Sweet Apple Acres in the game, and it says, a life spent teaching honesty and companionship seems likely. So again, this doesn't give us too much insight on her future, but it definitely confirms our suspicions that she is teaching at the School of Friendship. And I couldn't find future Scootaloo or future Sweetie Belle. Either I already have them, I guess, or they just don't have future ponies for them in the game. I'm not totally sure, but they probably are teaching at the School of Friendship as well. So I'm pretty sure they do have future Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle, and I just couldn't find them, so sorry about that. I don't own any of the pictures I showed in this video or the MLP footage. That belongs to Hasbro, Gameloft, and their respective owners. But if you guys have any ideas for future videos, definitely let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys really like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep being awesome My Little Pony fans.